All right, so let's talk about type conversions. If I create a variable or a constant in this case, and I call it number and it is of type integer and I assign it 10, right? Now if I go ahead and create another one and I call it money double equals to number, you can see that it's going to give me an issue because it's going to say the type mismatch, meaning the left hand side is of type double, which is a completely different type, and the right hand side is not double, it's integer. Actually, we don't even need that because the type inference will know that it is integer. So this part is integer. Somehow if we want to assign this to money constant, we need to convert this into double. And that is simple because we can simply call the function call toDouble, and that will convert integer into double, and then the conversion will be successful. Now the same is true if we have money, which is, let's say if I assign something 20 or 34.56 and I try to convert it into an integer or a number. So if I do something like this, right, you will see that it doesn't really give any error, but if I go ahead and print it out, so let's go ahead and print it out over here. So what exactly is going to print? So let's go ahead and run it. And in this case, it's printing out 34.56 because, well, this also becomes double. But if I say that this number is an integer, then you can see the type mismatch. The right-hand side, money, is double, and the left-hand side is integer. So you need to somehow convert this money to integer if you want to move it there. And we can do that by saying money dot to double. Oh, sorry, to integer. And now both the left hand side and the right hand side are integer. And now if I run it, so let's go ahead and run this again. And you can see that since it's integer, only 34 got carried into the number variable or the constant, and the 56, the decimal portion, is completely ignored. All right. If I have something like val age equals to something like this, I can even convert this age, which is somehow in a string, to simply say integer to int. So these are really cool helper functions that allows you to convert these things. All right. Now let's look at another example. We have val number 1, which is of type integer, which is 10. In this case, we don't even need this, right? And we have val number 2 equals to 34 point blah blah. So one is integer and the second one is double. What happens if let's actually change this to val. What happens if I say result is equals to number 1 multiplied by number 2? This is interesting because it's not complaining. So yes, you can perform these operations like multiplication operations and so on, even if the types of these variables or constants are different. Now if I do a plus over here, you can see still it's not giving any issues because behind the scene Kotlin does understand, or it will try its best to add a double into an integer. All right. So that's really the basic idea of types and types conversions.